don't forget, it's forks on the left, knives on the right, and you know what to do with the spoon.
Believe me, Cassie, I've forgotten more about waitressing than you'll ever know.
I know. When you were a waitress, you had to take the club and kill the brontosaurus yourself.
It's Jan's wedding day. Can't we be nice to each other for just this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Why did Jan have to give me such a big responsibility? Making the toast at a friend's wedding is so important. It sets the tone for the whole marriage. Hope you're happy. You're such a good match. Here's to your marriage now. Down the hatch.
Nice, Dot. Then after the ceremony, we can all go out and get tattoos.
I found it. You're gonna love the wedding gift I picked out for Jan.
Picked out? We told you to go to Avanoso's and get that white vase that Jan liked.
Well, they were out of those, so I went shopping for something else. I think you're gonna be proud. Let's see. Isn't it beautiful? I had to look all over town to find this.
I don't doubt it.
I'm gonna wrap it so Jan will see it. Good idea. That is the ugliest thing I have ever seen. What are we gonna do? Nancy, why don't you tell Amy? You like giving bad news.
True, but it's more fun watching you both squirm. I'm glad I decided to surprise Jan by giving her the dinner as my wedding gift.
Oh, can I chip in with you? You know, say the soup is from me.
No, sorry, Dot. The meal is from Howard and me. He's cooking it, and I'm figuring out how to bury the cost in the books.
I can't tell you how nervous I was about buying this gift. You know, it's hard picking out something when it's from 3 people. Finding something that represents all of our tastes.
Amy, I don't know how to put this.
You hate it.
That's one way.
I knew it. Cassie, you don't know what it's like going through life, not being able to get people gifts they like. On Father's Day, my daddy used to try to be out of town. On Christmas, my parents told me that buying coal would be a real good thing, because that's the only way they'd be sure to get something they could use.
Well, you should just try to get people things that you'd like. It usually works.
That's what I do.
You'd actually want one of those?
Well, I'm not saying it'd be at the top of my list, but it'd be pretty close to the Velvet Elvis painting.
Okay. We've still got over an hour left until the wedding. Take this boot and get our money back.
Right now?
A place that carries these could go out of business any minute. Get our money, and I'll get something from the boutique in the hotel.
And if they won't give me my money back, I'll just exchange it for something else.
Not unless they have coal.
Sonny, why aren't you dressed for the wedding?
What difference does it make? I'm not part of the ceremony anyway.
Oh, what are you whining about?
Well, you're planning the dinner. Cassie's the maid of honor. Dot's proposing the toast. There's no reason for me to be here if I hadn't come up with the idea of trashing their car.
Okay, it's all set. Amy's gonna return the gift.
Ooh, what'd you get? Oh, this is gorgeous.
I really am sorry.
Wait till you see their car. I covered the whole thing in toilet paper. I tied about 20 cans to their rear bumper. Then I stuck something real stinky up their exhaust pipe. And get this, instead of writing just married in soap, I used paint. They'll never get it off.
How droll, Sonny. Particularly since Jan and Richie aren't even here yet.
What are you talking about? The blue Chevy?
It was Howard's car.
As soon as the judge gets here, I want to get started. We have to be at the airport in less than 2 hours.
No, we can't get started until Dave gets here and Cindy brings Charlie. I want my brother and my son at our wedding.
And you certainly want to wait for your Uncle Harry and Aunt Lorraine.
Mom, I didn't invite them.
Oh, I did.
Mother, this is supposed to be a small wedding.
Well, I only invited 12 people.
See, this is why I eloped the first time.
And this is why I went behind your back this time. I'm your mother, darling. I deserve a wedding.
It'll be okay, Jan.
No, it won't. Howard can't just whip up another 12 meals.
She seems like a very nervous girl.
Ma, it's her wedding day.
Well, it's not like it's her first.
Mom, I'm tired of listening to grown-ups. Where's Sonny?
Why don't you try the kitchen?
Hey, Squirt.
Hi, Cassie. Hi, Dot.
There they are. Oh, I'm so happy for the two of you. I could cry, but it takes too long to get my eyelashes back on.
To a great guy and a great girl. He's her oyster, she's his pearl.
If you tell me one more rhyme, I will hit you with my fist.
Oh, there's the happy couple. Jan, I have a little wedding surprise for you and Richie from Howard and me.
Oh, Nancy, you didn't have to do that.
Do either of us believe that?
Not for a minute.
Well, then, Howard and I are giving you your wedding dinner.
There are going to be 12 more of us.
For half price.
Thank you. That really is very nice.
Yes, it is.
I got most of it done. It's the blue Chevy with Just Married on it. You can't miss it. Here's a quarter. Take the dead rat out of the exhaust pipe. Good girl.
Dead rat's a buck.
You must be getting old. I remember when a rat was a nickel.
Richie, that was your brother on the phone. His plane got fogged in San Francisco, and he won't be able to make it in time.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bad news.
I know. He sounded very cute.
What am I going to do about a best man?
You know, I just feel so close to this guy.
Hey, Dad!
Hi, Charlie. Hey, kiddo. Cindy. Jan, this is my wife. No, my ex-wife, Cindy. Cindy, this is my, Jan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Or I guess good luck would be more appropriate.
Hey, Ellen. Hi, Charlie. Want to make a quick 50 cents?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I don't suppose you'd want to. Good. Fine. Nice to meet you.
Don't worry. I only came up to tell you that I'm going out of town on business. Charlie's going to have to stay with you for a few weeks.
Why would you be going on a business trip when I am about to go on my honeymoon? This is not the best time.
It is for me. I'm sure the three of you will have a wonderful time.
Don't worry. One day we'll look back on this and still hate her.
Look, Papa, I'm real sorry.
For what?
You weren't planning on this.
Come on, Charlie. I love the idea of you being with me.
On your honeymoon.
Well, maybe it doesn't have to be a honeymoon. Maybe we can take you and Ellen and make it a vacation, you know? We'll become a family.
On your honeymoon?
He's right. We have to do something.
Yeah, look, you go get dressed. The judge is going to be here any minute. Charlie and I will figure something out.
Okay. And Charlie, I mean it. We are going to be a family.
Cassie Cranston, bridesmaid reporting for duty.
I eloped the first time, so I have no idea what a bridesmaid is supposed to do.
What are you doing?
My shoes.
Right over there. I think a bridesmaid is supposed to make sure that everything is okay. So, is everything okay?
Not really. My honeymoon is becoming a family trip to Disneyland. So, instead of lying with my husband on the beach in the South Pacific, I'm going to be standing on line with Goofy for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
It's a little early in the relationship to be calling him Goofy, isn't it, Jan?
Richie's ex just gave us Charlie, and we're supposed to leave for Maui in less than 2 hours.
Do you want him to stay with me?
Oh, we're going to be gone for 2 weeks. He's just a little boy.
I've spent 2 weeks with little boys before. Let's face it, they're all little boys.
I feel terrible. I mean, I don't want to seem like a wicked stepmother, but I would like to have my honeymoon.
Jan, I really don't mind.
Thanks. But it's going to be hard enough for him adjusting to not living with his mother.
I have a hunch he's going to enjoy living with his new mother.
He's a good kid. Can you believe that I'm doing this?
Yes. You're one of those people that makes sense married. I mean, you had it all together alone, but married, you're running on all 8 cylinders.
Well, bridesmaid?
Well, bride?
Let's do it! Okay.
Wow. You want to get married?
Oh, you're not supposed to see her in her wedding dress.
Well, it's not like it's her first time.
Still no judge?
No, not yet.
Maybe we should call him.
And this is Saturday. There's no way to call him. But he better get here soon. We've got to get to the airport.
So, we're going to take the kids with us to Hawaii?
Actually, there has been a change of plans. Since Ellen's going to stay with me anyway while you're gone, Charlie can stay there too. And while the two of you get to know each other, Charlie can get to know his new sister and his new grandmother.
I don't know what to say.
Well, say you're not mad that your Uncle Harry brought 4 of your cousins I hadn't figured on.
Is that why you're watching the children?
Of course, that's why I'm watching the children.
You got yourself a deal.
Please tell me there's money in that box.
It's not shaped like money.
It's Jan's wedding gift.
Who picked it out?
I did.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I was gonna get our money back, and then I remembered in Jack and the Beanstalk how he was supposed to sell that cow for money, but he brought home the magic beans. See, if he hadn't traded those beans, he would have never gotten the golden goose.
She bought a plaster goose.
How could you do this?
What is it?
Everyone's favorite, the little kissing Swiss kids.
I think she'll really like it.
Have you ever seen her wear, possess, or stand near anything that might indicate that she would like this?
Look, if you two want your money back, that's okay. But I decided I gotta get over this fear of buying people gifts. Now I like the little kissing Swiss kids. And I think Jan will too, so what do you say?
Go hide this in your locker before you embarrass yourself.
Right.
Above the top? Yes, hello. Where is he? Tell me you're kidding. Tell me anyway. Okay, thank you.
What? What's wrong?
That was the judge's wife. He has pneumonia with 104 fever.
He's gonna be real late.
The judge's wife said that if it's just the two of us, he'd be willing to marry us at his bedside. And if we go over there right now, I suppose we could still make the plane.
Call me superstitious, but I think it's bad luck to be married by anyone who might die during the ceremony.
So, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna go visit with my relatives. Even if we don't get married today, maybe we still can get some good gifts.
Here's to Jan, who's supposed to get married. Her plane is leaving. She seems rather harried.
Dot.
You're sorry you picked me to make the toast, aren't you?
No, but you don't have to make up something clever. Just say what you feel.
I can't. It sounds too selfish. I'm gonna miss you, Jan.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I know, but, well, things change when a friend gets married. I love going out with you after work. We're perfect together. You're good looking enough so that you don't attract geeks, but you're not so good looking that the guys would worry about getting stuck with me. And it's nice, you know, redhead and a brunette. It's a good match. I'm gonna miss the fun.
Me too.
Jan, a priest, a rabbi, and a minister ate dinner at the restaurant last night.
Cassie, I've heard that one, and I'm not in the mood for jokes.
No, it's not a joke. The priest is staying here at the hotel. Let's go talk to him and see if he'll perform the ceremony.
Great. I think I get it.
Come in, it's open. I thought you were the bishop.
We thought you were a priest.
I am. See?
I didn't know that priests,
Bathe every day?
No, not that. Look, Father, I don't know whether you remember me or not, but I waited on you last night. The $40 check with the $2 tip, remember? Well, my friend here is in trouble.
Father, I was hoping you could help me. I have to get married.
I understand these things happen.
I have to get married in an hour.
They don't usually happen that fast. Sorry, but I just can't marry you without interviewing the couple or having you attend classes on married life.
We have a whole room full of wedding guests upstairs. Can't you make an exception?
Well, in certain circumstances, exceptions can be made. Like if the husband is going off to war or one of the parents is gravely ill and wants to see the ceremony before they pass on. May I ask why you're in such a hurry?
I have to catch a plane to Maui. Look, Father, I understand your position, but I'm going to marry this man anyways, and I would really appreciate it if you would perform the ceremony.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but it just wouldn't be ethical.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute, Father.
Oh, come on, Cassie. We gave it a shot.
I'm very disappointed in you, Father. Last night I took care of you for $2. I thought you might make us happy today.
Well, they work here at the hotel. I was taking a bath. They wanted me to join them, bury them. The bed wasn't like this when they came in. I can explain.
Actually, I've had quite a few proposals of marriage, but I turned them down. I always knew I should wait for the right man to come along. I always wanted someone who was strong yet quiet, like an animal, a jungle cat. I know what I want, and I think I found it. Someone who's down to earth, yet with that certain something that could make the fires within me burn. You have that certain something. You're someone who's strong yet quiet, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been standing there?
Ever since the fire started burning.
You are not to tell anyone what you've heard.
If I talked like that, I'd die from blushing.
Remember that. Blushing is a terrible way to go.
How did you do? No good. I guess that does it.
We've got one more shot. I don't go very often, but there is this minister I know. Maybe he can come down here. It's worth a try.
Jan, I don't know if you're getting married today or not, but I'd like you to have this.
Oh, Amy, this is so nice.
Don't be too sure.
Do you believe this?
Not really.
This is so perfect. I don't know how to thank you.
You like it?
I love it.
Well, you don't have to say that. It's pretty stupid.
When I was a little girl, my grandmother had one of these in a big break front in her living room. And I used to drag this fat stuffed chair over and climb up just to see it. And then I'd pretend that I was a little Swiss girl and there'd be a little Swiss boy who'd kiss me.
Oh, this brings back so many memories. I just love it.
Oh, it's from Cassie and Dot, too.
Really?
Well,
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Howard, can I get something for the kids to eat?
Can't they wait till after the ceremony?
There isn't going to be a ceremony. Things got very messed up, and we couldn't find anybody to marry us.
What about your trip to Hawaii?
Guess we'll just have to put it off.
What if I married you?
Howard, see, the head chef isn't like the captain of a ship. I don't think it's legal, except maybe in France.
I can marry you, Jan. I'm an ordained minister.
Is this for real?
I sent away for one of those ads in the back of the Free Press for $10. You get to be a minister. You can cheat on your income tax. I am the Right Reverend Howard Miller of Sorrells Church of Love, Incorporated.
And you don't pay taxes with this?
Well, once I was ordained, the whole deal seemed too shady for a man of the cloth, but I can legally marry people. This would be my first, so I don't know if I could do it in front of a lot of people, but if you keep it down to the immediate family, I'd be honored to marry you and Richie.
Oh, thank you, Howard. Reverend Howard.
All right. The flower girl goes here, and the ring bearer here, and the maid of honor here, and the best man.
I'd like Sonny to be my best man.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't know what this means to me. There have been so many times in my life when I've said to myself, Sonny, you'd make a hell of a best man. I remember once when I was...
Sonny.
What?
Who cares?
Go ahead, big fella.
We're gathered here today to join this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
Wait a minute. That's a cookbook.
Sonny, don't make trouble.
But it's a cookbook, for crying out loud.
I've got to turn to the recipe for shepherd's pie.
Okay.
The rings, please. Now, do you, Richard Gray, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
And do you, Jan Hoffmeyer, take 1 cup of chopped onions? Take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
If there be anyone here who knows why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. Then by the power vested in me by the state of California and Sorrells Church of Love, Incorporated, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, kiss him.